for the lighthouse, I looked for the train, I looked for the shelter in the pouring rain. I walked through the desert in the silk subway, chasing the light of a different day. But Misa was waiting at the end of the hall, the simplest answer of them all. She wasn't a place or a star in the sky. She was the hello and the goodbye. Always hope in the spirit of Misa, the final piece of the living pizza, metaphor for the whole. No more distance, no more visa, just the smile of a Mona Lisa in the spirit of Misa. The world is drowning in an orange fire, fulfilling the soul's ultimate desire. A copper dawn that will never set, ending the cycle of the regret. The song is finished, the room is still. Rest your heart on the windowsill. You are Misa, and she is you. Everything is beautiful. Everything is true. Before the sun begins to burn and the wheels of the city start to turn, Misa walks with a silver jar under the ghost of the morning star. She gathers the tears from the blades of grass in a vessel made of the clearest glass, to wash the eyes and to wash the mind, leaving the bitter days behind, cleansed by the dew of Misa's fields, to see the harvest that the spirit yields. A quiet armor, a velvet shield, where the broken heart is finally healed, in the dew of Misa's fields. The drop is burning with an orange sun, knowing the cleansing has just begun. A copper spark in a liquid eye, saying a beautiful soft goodbye. Drink the morning, feel the cool, like a child on the way to school, in the dew of Misa's fields. its hidden scars. A garden grows in a teacup swirl, away from the spinning of the world. My hands are weaving a lace of light, braiding the mist and the velvet night. An ivory clock that has no hands, in this room where the silence stands. Hush now, the moon is coming to tea in the garden of the inner sea, floating on clouds of jasmine and rain, losing the weight of every chain. Petals of silver on the wooden floor. Peace is a key in the master's door. The kettle whistles a blue note song, where we both know that we belong. Look at the lantern, a captured sun. Now that the labor of day is done, a warm orange spark in the indigo deep, watching the tired city sleep. Hush now, the moon is coming to tea in the garden of the inner sea, floating on clouds of jasmine and rain, losing the weight of every chain. Drifting so light, garden of the inner sea, just peace, just this. The curtains breathe a pale and milky light, saying goodbye to the velvet night. The world is waking in a silver haze, lost in the rhythm of the early days. Small hands are grinding beans of roasted brown, far from the clamor of the waking town. A wooden spoon, a bowl of glazed ceramic. Peace is the only thing that's truly dynamic, found within the stillness of Misa's dawn, before the shadows of the day are drawn. A gentle spirit on a velvet lawn, knowing where the weary soul has gone. in the stillness of Mesa's dawn. The marmalade jar is caught in a golden trap. A splash of amber on the table's lap. An orange fire in a crystal glass. Watching the morning clouds slowly pass. Take a breath and let the coffee steam. Life is but a soft and steady dream. In the stillness of Mesa's dawn. In the stillness of Mesa's dawn. Silver needle and a thread of blue, mending the holes that the wind blew through. Misa weaves a blanket of evening mist, soft as a promise and a quiet kiss. She sews the mountains to the edge of the sky, under the gaze of a needle's eye. A tapestry of secrets and velvet rope, binding the sorrow to a grain of hope. Wrapped in the silk of Misa's loom, exhaustion fades in the quiet room. A safe retreat from the world of doom, where the flowers of the spirit bloom. In the silk of Misa's loom. The center spool is a burning orange light, stitching the day to the velvet night. A copper thread in a world of gray, showing the dreamer a better way. Close the curtains and let it be. The dream is woven for you to see. In the silk of Misa's loom. In the silk of Misa's loom. gears are turning in a brass embrace, counting the lines on a wooden face. Missa paints the hours with a needle of gold, keeping the secrets that the centuries hold. She catches a second before it can fly, pinning it down like a butterfly. The pendulum swings like a heavy heart, but Missa knows how to take it apart. Home in the tick of Missa's workshop, where the spinning world is allowed to stop. From the basement floor to the chimney top, every heavy burden is allowed to drop in the tick of Missa's workshop. The center gear is a wheel of amber fire, winding up the soul and the tired desire. An orange spark in a forest of steel, turning the shadows into something real. Forget the calendar, forget the day. The moment is here and it's going to stay in the tick of Missa's workshop. In the tick of Missa's workshop. The leaves are heavy with a mercury glow, bending to the river that flows below. Missa waters the roots of a crystal tree with the salt of the earth and the deep of the sea. Petals of glass shatter on the grass, singing a song as the seasons pass. She harvests the echoes from a silver bell, telling the secrets that the roses tell. Found in the mirror of Missa's garden, where the winter ice begins to pardon, watching the lines of the spirit sharpen under a sky that's soft and carbon. In the mirror of Missa's garden. The golden koi is a flash of orange flame in a silver world that has no name. A copper streak in a liquid mirror, bringing the distant dreams much nearer. Wash your hands in the cool of the night, of Misa's garden. It's not made of ink, it's made of desire, drawn by the smoke of a traveler's fire. The coastlines shift and the mountains move, finding a rhythm and a brand new groove. Misa points to a spot in the sea, an island that belongs only to me, the island of sleep or the harbor of yes, under the hem of a silver dress, sailing by Misa's golden map, falling into the universe's lap. No more boundaries, no more trap, closing the distance and the heavy gap by Misa's golden map. The ink is glowing with an orange light, guiding the ship through the velvet night. A copper path on an ancient scroll, guiding the compass of the tired soul. Put away the compass, put away the oars. The sea is yours and the land is yours by Misa's golden map. Misa sits where the white clouds rest, folding a dream within her chest. Squares of paper, sharp and neat, turning the air into something sweet. With a gentle crease and a silver line, she makes the heavy world feel fine. She throws a crane into the blue, and suddenly it's breathing too, floating in the fold of Misa's paper sky, watching the ink-stained sorrows fly. No more gravity, no more why, just the wings of a soft lullaby in the fold of Misa's paper sky. The sun dips low, an orange flame, giving each bird a secret name. A copper glow on a paper beak, finding the words we couldn't speak. Let the wind carry the page away. You're a bird of paper today. paper sky. The station has no roof, only silk and lace, floating gently in a velvet space. Umbrellas of yellow and polka dot red, protecting the dreams that the sleepers said. Misa stands on the platform of drifting smoke, wearing a heart like a tailored cloak. She checks the schedule of the falling stars, watching the light leave the passing cars. Wait in the shelter of Misa's shade, where the heavy debts of the world are paid. Let the colors of the evening never fade in the quiet plans that the moon has made in the shelter of Misa's shade. The handle glows with a copper-orange fire, lifting the damp and the cold desire. An amber spark in a rainy street, keeping the rhythm of the heartbeat. Hold on tight to the silver handle of the sky. The storm is over, don't you cry. In the shelter of Misa's shade, in the shelter of Misa's shade. She kneads the mist in a wooden bowl, feeding the hunger of a weary soul. The flower is stardust, the water is rain, to wash away the shadow of the stain. Misa shapes the lows of second chances, watching the steam as it gracefully dances. The oven is warm and the kitchen is bright, turning the morning into a delight. Tasting the crust of Misa's clouds, far from the noise of the angry crowds, wrapped in the peace of the linen shrouds, where the silence of the heart is proud. the bakehouse of Mises clouds. The oven burns with an orange sun, knowing that the feast has just begun. A copper light on the rising dough, watching the warmth of the spirit grow. Take a bite of the sky, take a bite of the peace. Let all the sorrow and the worry cease in the bakehouse of Mises clouds. Up the stairs to the top of the house, quietly now, like a velvet mouse. Open the latch and leave your shoes, leave the weight of the daily news. The old rocking horse is drifting by in a room that's open to the sky. Mises swims through the dusty air, touching the ghosts that are gathered there. Weightless in Mises' sky, watching the heavy world go by. No more must and no more try, just the drifting of a butterfly in Mises' attic sky. The dust is dancing in an orange light, turning the attic into something bright. A copper glow on a wooden floor, where the gravity is seen no more. Let your feet leave the wooden beam, you're only as heavy as a dream in Mises' attic sky. It doesn't look at planets or the cold moon. It doesn't care for the afternoon. The lens is made of a frozen tear to bring the invisible beauty near. Misa adjusts the marble dial to see the truth behind a weary smile. She finds a galaxy of hidden hope under the eye of her telescope. Watching through Misa's marble lens, where the journey of the ego ends. A cosmic map for the best of friends, healing the heart as it finally mends through Misa's marble lens. 1,000 cracks and a jagged edge left on the cold and the stony ledge. Misa picks up the broken parts, the tired maps of the human hearts. She doesn't hide where the wounds have been, or the places where the pain crawled in. She fills the gaps with a liquid sun until the healing work is done. Mended by Misa's golden glue, turning the old into something new. The scars are beautiful, the scars are true, holding the spirit like a morning dew by Misa's golden glue. sky is washing the streets of sound. Quiet footsteps on the sodden ground. I leave the heavy coat of the day by the door where the shadows play. My palms find warmth on the kettle side. Nowhere for the restless heart to hide. Just the silver steam and the attic light, dissolving the edges of the night. Let it fall, let it wash away in this cradle of the silver gray. Unlearning the noise, unbinding the soul. The rain is making the broken whole. A single candle, a flame so small, painting a miracle on the wall. The wood grain table, the ink, the pen, finding the rhythm of peace again. Let it fall, let it wash away in this cradle of the silver gray. The blue of the dusk, the candles glow, safe in the quiet that we only know. A golden ember in the grate, telling the world that it can wait. The velvet darkness is a friend, where every beginning meets its end. Letting go now, cradle of the silver gray, deep and clean. In a room filled with jars of unspent hours, pressed between the leaves of dried up flowers, minutes that we saved for a rainy day, now gathered in a silver-lined tray. Misa polishes the seconds with a chamois cloth, careful not to wake the sleeping moth. She keeps the Tuesdays that we didn't use, and the Sundays spent in a velvet velvet blues, locked inside the vault of Misa's time, where the mountain of life is easy to climb. Every wasted moment is a perfect rhyme, frozen in the frost and the winter lime, in the vault of Misa's time. The sand is glowing with a fiery heat, where the past and the future finally meet. An orange river in a glass terrain, soothing the ache and the ghost of the pain. Don't rush to the exit, don't look at the sun. The counting of years has only begun, in the vault of Misa's time, in the vault of Misa's time. The ceiling opens to a sea of stars, hanging low like glowing jars. Gravity is just a forgotten law in this room of wonder and of awe. Wooden birds begin to flap their wings, tied to golden, invisible strings. A spinning globe of liquid blue and green, the strangest sight that I have ever seen. Lost inside the magic of Misa's room, where the silver lilies start to bloom, beyond the reach of shadows and of gloom, weaving light upon a cosmic loom, in the magic of Misa's room. An hourglass is filling up with light, measuring the pulse of the night. Every grain a story yet to tell, caught within a soft enchanting spell. Begins to hum a tune, reflecting the crescent crescent of the moon, an orange glow that warms the frozen air, finding hidden treasures everywhere. Close your eyes and let the spirit soar. You're not on the ground anymore. In the magic of Misa's room, in the magic of Misa's room. No screeching of metal, no neon glare, just the scent of lavender in the air. The tracks are made of velvet and braid, running through tunnels of silver and jade. Misa's the conductor of the quiet line, where the passengers feel perfectly fine. The seats are silk and the floors are fur. Everything moves at the speed of a purr. Gliding through Misa's silk tunnel, pouring the peace through a velvet funnel, escaping the noise and the concrete jungle, where the voices of the world never rumble. In Misa's silk tunnel. The cabin glows with an orange heat, soothing the rhythm of the tired feet. An amber light on a window of smoke, wrapping the soul in a heavy cloak. Rest your head as the stations pass by. You're under the ground, but you're touching the sky. In Misa's silk tunnel. The floorboards are made of polished coral stone, where the currents hum in a baritone. We dance in slow motion, hair like silk, in a sea of moonlight, white as milk. No oxygen needed, just the breath of a song, where the ancient whales sing along, tied to the anchor of a sunken clock, watching the jellyfish gently rock, drifting through the ocean of Misa's grace. Time is a ripple we can't liquid kingdom in a blue embrace, finding the stars in a watery space, in the ocean of Mesa's grace. A pulse of amber in the dark abyss, a burning phantom, a neon kiss, an orange lantern made of living light, guiding the dreamers through the deep sea night. The surface is a mirror, miles above, but here we stay in the weight of love, in the ocean of Mesa's grace. In the ocean of Mesa's grace. The floorboards are made of polished coral stone, where the currents hum in a baritone. We dance in slow motion, hair like silk, in a sea of moonlight, white as milk. No oxygen needed, just the breath of a song, where the ancient whales sing along, tied to the anchor of a sunken clock, watching the jellyfish gently rock, drifting through the ocean of Mesa's grace. Time is a ripple we can't even trace, a liquid kingdom in a blue embrace, finding the stars in a watery space, in the ocean of Mesa's grace. A pulse of amber in the dark abyss, a burning phantom, a neon kiss, an orange lantern made of living light, guiding the dreamers through the deep sea night. The surface is a mirror, miles above, but here we stay in the weight of love, in the ocean of Misa's grace, in the ocean of Misa's grace. The stars are falling like salt on the floor. Outside the frame of the final door, Misa wipes the counter made of night, serving the weary a ghost of light. A cup of silence or a glass of void for the memories the day destroyed. Hang your coat on a black hole's rim, where the light of the sun is gray and dim. Sipping from the cup of Misa's edge, safe on the lip of the cosmic ledge, the ultimate secret, the final pledge. The world is just a garden hedge at the cafe of Misa's edge. The open sign is a burning orange eye, the only fire in a frozen sky. An amber glow in the deep unknown, telling the soul it's not alone. The bill is paid with a single tear. Leave your name and leave your fear at the cafe of Misa's edge. Mm-hmm.